Hi everyone! Right, for this session you're going to need your yoga block. You're just going to be standing up nice and tall. Make sure that your knees and your feet are in line with your hips. Toes are facing forward. Keep the shoulders back. Keep your core muscles engaged. And let's curl down slowly. Starting from your head, a nice deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale as you curl down, one vertebrae at a time. Keeping your legs straight, softening your knees. You're going to be placing your block on its side, and then your hands pushing down into your block, dropping your head. Nice deep breath, stretch it out. And then let's twist to one side. So bringing the block with you, you're going to place it in line with your foot. Both legs are still straight, and try to push both hands down into the block again. Dropping your head, stretch it out, hold it there. Good, let's twist to the other side. Same thing, stretch all the way, drop your head, nice deep breaths, hold it here. Good, and then back to the center, a nice deep breath, grab hold of your block, inhale, and then exhale as you curl up, stacking your spine, standing up nice and tall. Let's roll out the shoulders. We're going to stretch one arm across, pulling it all the way over and look to the opposite direction. The other arm, stretch it out. Good, and then let's bring it down, grabbing hold again with both hands. Same thing, let's curl down. Inhale and exhale, curling down slowly, all the way. We're going to be placing your block on its side again, and then we're going to roll it forward. So just one roll at a time. So going down, lying it flat. And if you can, push your hands flat onto the block, dropping your head, stretching it out. Good, and then again, forward, back onto its side again. Hands are flat, stretch. And then again, forward. Controlling it with your inner core muscles. Try not to fall forward. Controlling it nicely, going slowly. Hands are flat, legs are straight. And then up onto its side again. Forward. Stretch it out. Good. And then one more. To the front. Hands are flat. We're going to take a step back with your feet. And we're going to try and straighten out your spine. So pushing your tailbone up towards the ceiling, flattening your spine. Your ears should be between your arms, stretching it out. Try to flatten your feet as well. Stretch and hold. Good, and then let's bring it forward. And we're going to come down onto our knees. Right, shift your body to the front of your mat. You're still going to be on your block with your hands. And make sure that your hands are in line with your shoulders. So your block shouldn't be to the front of you, it should be underneath your chest. And we're going to go into plank position. So tucking under the toes, one leg at a time. Nice deep breaths. Make sure that your neck is nice and long, away from the shoulders. And your hips, make sure that they're steady, you're not falling down towards the mat, and you're also not lifting your bum up towards the ceiling. Try to keep everything nice and long and strong. Breathing freely, nice deep breaths. Good, keep it here. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the knees onto the mat. We're going to curl the spine and just pull back into a shell stretch. Dropping your head, dropping your elbows. Nice deep breaths, hold it here. Good, and then let's come back up onto the block again. If your wrists are hurting, then you can just leave your block next to your side and you can carry on with your hands flat on your mat. It's fine. As long as your hands are still in line with shoulders. Let's go back into a plank position, one leg at a time, holding it there. Good. Right, we're going to lift one leg all the way from the hip, and we're just going to place it over the other leg, resting it there. Good, so just holding nice and strong, keep it here. Nice deep breath. Good, let's bring that leg back. And the opposite leg over, resting it there. And just hold. Good, keep it nice and strong. Good, let's do one more to each leg. Back and over and hold. Good. And the last one. Back on the mat. Other leg over and hold. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Bring them in, one leg at a time. Good, curling your spine, tuck in your tailbone, drop your head, and then push back into a shell stretch. Drop in the elbows. You can roll out your wrists. Nice deep breath. Good, bring it back up onto hands and knees. We're still on the block. And we're just going to be placing one hand in the center of the block and the opposite hand next to the block. Good, let's go back into a plank position. All the way, hold it there. Right, we're going to bend both elbows, bending the elbows in underneath. So your hands are still in line with your shoulders. Straighten the arms, bring both hands onto the block and bring the other hand out. Same thing here, bend the elbows in underneath you. Straighten and back onto the block. Out to the side. Bend them in. Your chest is coming down towards the block. Straighten. Back to center. And last one out. Bend it in. And then straighten and back. Both hands on the block. Straighten out your body. Keep it there. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the knees in, curling the spine again, stretch back into shell stretch. Let's roll up the wrists, nice deep breath. Good, we're going to slide up into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, bring your legs out to the front of you. And then we're going to shift forward, so bring your body to the front of your mat. Grab hold of your block. Right, make sure that you have enough space behind you. You're just going to place your block here between your knees. Your knees and your feet should be more or less in line with your hips. Straighten your spine. Let's roll out the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. Good, let's stretch one arm across. Look to the opposite direction. Roll out your wrist. The other arm, pull it across. And rolling up the wrist. Good, bring it back. Roll out shoulders again. Change direction. Right, keeping your spine up tall, keeping your inner core muscles engaged. We're squeezing the block nice and tight here. And we're just going to extend the arms out to the front. Inhale. And exhale as you curl down towards the mat. Until you're about halfway down towards the mat, your lower back should be touching and you're just going to hold it here. Breathing free, nice deep breath. Your block is being squeezed nice and tight all the way from your hips. Shoulders are back, arms are extending. And your inner core muscles are working. Keep them engaged, nice and strong. Get a deep breath, inhale. And then exhale as you curl up. Straighten up. Inhale at the top. And exhale, curling down. Same thing, just until your lower back touches your mat. Hold it there. Good, squeezing that block nice and tightly. Try to keep it steady. Good, deep breath. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale. And exhale. Curling up, straighten up nice and tall. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Curling down. Same thing, just until lower back touches. Deepening the core muscles. Good. We're going to curl down towards your mat. We're going to go slowly, so try to control it. First, a nice deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale, curling down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Bring your hands and place them next to your sides. You're going to slide your feet in, just relax, nice deep breaths. Right, we're going to grab hold of the block and you're going to place it next to your side, but you need to just leave room for your hands, so keeping the arms extended, flatten your hands onto the mat, and we're going to lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling. So first start with knees and feet in line with the hips, and make sure that the heel of each foot is a flat hand's width away from your bum. Good, arms are flat, and let's lift slowly, starting from your tailbone, so squeezing the bum. The lower back is curling down into your mat first, and then slowly peeling your spine all the way from the tailbone up towards the ceiling, one vertebrae at a time. Keep it lifted, hold it there. Nice deep breaths. Good, and then let's slowly curl back down into the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Your tailbone is the last bone to touch the mat, then it's just a neutral position, relaxing the spine. And let's go again, curling your back into the mat, starting from the tailbone, peeling your spine off of the mat until it's completely lifted, holding it there. Right, keeping it lifted, we're going to grab hold of the block and we're going to slide it in underneath so that it is in line with your pelvis, and then we're going to slowly lower down onto the block. Make sure that your pelvis is being supported by the block. You can shift it around just until you feel comfortable. If you're not feeling comfortable and your back is sore, then rather leave your block again out of your way, and you can just carry on the same without the block. Right, we are going to lift one leg into a tabletop position, and then the other leg into a tabletop position. Good, and then we're going to extend the leg straight up to the ceiling, stretching it up, and then bending back just to tabletop, so just to 90 degrees. Inhale, and exhale, extend. Your shoulders should be relaxed. Nice deep breath. Use your core muscles. So all these tummy muscles are working. They should be engaged. If you feel them, they should be nice and hard. Extending straight up to the ceiling. Straighten the legs. Stretching them up. Good. One more. Bring it down. Just to tabletop. And then extending. Straighten up all the way. Good. Keeping the legs extended. We're going to flex the feet. And then point. And flex. And point. Good, let's do 4 and extend, 3, stretch, 2, stretch. Last one, keeping the feet flexed. We're going to bring the feet apart all the way from the hips, so the whole leg is going to go apart with your heels going out first. Then turn so that your heels are coming back together, and bring the legs back together all the way from the hips. So your legs are staying straight, your feet are staying flexed, and we're pulling heels apart. Your feet just slightly wider than your hips, and then pull them back together. Inhale, and exhale. Straighten up the legs, bring it back. Inhale, heels first, and then turn your heels going out first. Bring the heels back. And last one, and bring it back together. Right, keeping the legs straight, you're just going to relax your feet, and we're going to bring the legs out nice and wide, and keeping them straight, we're going to pulse them twice. 1, 2, bring it back up. Good, concentrating on the inner core muscles, and pulse, pulse, and back. So we're stretching the inner thigh. They should be burning when you pulse, 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 and back. Inhale, and 2 exhales on the pulses, and inhale as you come back together. Good, let's do 4 more, and back, and 3, and back. 2 more, exhale, exhale, bring it back. Last one, and back. Right, we're going to pull one leg towards you, try to keep it straight, and the opposite leg going down just as far as you can go. So if you can go down to 45 degrees and then bring them back together, extending them straight up towards the ceiling. Swap them around, stretching them apart and back. Inhale and exhale. Stretch, inhale back together and exhale. Stretch, inhale. Good, one more, stretch and back. Right, now keeping the legs together, bring them both back, tilting them back, keep them straight, and then lowering them down just as far as you can go. Deep in your inner core muscles. Try to go to 45 degrees and then pull back. And tilt them back even further and then down to 45 degrees. Inhale at 45 degrees and then exhale, pulling back. Inhale, bring it forward, 45 degrees, and exhale. Inhale. Right, let's hold it at 45 degrees, stretch out the legs, keep it there nice and strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up towards the ceiling, bend the legs in. You can go one leg at a time, just to 90 degrees, so it's tabletop. Down towards the mat, keeping the legs bent, one leg at a time. Good. And then slowly lifting your pelvis off of your block, up towards the ceiling. Hold it there. Nice deep breath. Let's bring the block out, keeping it out of your way. And then slowly, slowly curling your spine back down into your mat. Your tailbone is the last bone to touch. Good, let's stretch it out. So grabbing hold of the knees, hug them in, roll from side to side. Nice deep breaths. Good, let's bring the block, grabbing hold of it. We're going to grab hold with your feet. So bring the block and place it between your feet. Your hands coming under your head for support. Your legs are in the tabletop position. And deepening the inner core muscles, let's lift head, neck and shoulders. Right, we're going to push the legs out to 45 degrees and then we're going to flex the feet and lift, lift, lift up towards the ceiling. And then pointing the feet, bend it back in just to tabletop. Extend it out and flex, lift, lift, lift. Hug it in and point. Good, so as soon as your knees bend, your feet are pointed. As soon as your legs are straight, your feet are flexing. So keeping them straight up towards the ceiling, scooping it in. Point as you bend in, keep it pointed, stretch and then flex. Exhale, bring it in, inhale, keep going. Exhale, inhale, scooping all the way. Flex, lift, lift, lift. Right, let's change direction. So keeping the feet flexed, keeping the legs straight, lower down to 45 degrees, then bend it in, pointing the feet in and extend. And then flex, down. Good, right, this time, as you bring the legs into tabletop, you're going to lift head, neck and shoulders 2 centimeters higher. Remember your chest and your chin are far apart, so keep the chin lifted away from the chest. Extend, flex, down. Head, neck and shoulders going down just 2 centimeters. Bend it in. And only here in tabletop, you are lifting nice and high with head, neck and shoulders, extending the legs and bring head, neck and shoulders back down. But your shoulders are going to stay away from the mat. Hug it in as you exhale and lift. Extend, down. Flexing the feet. Good, so lots of concentration. Hug it in. Crunching up. Stretch and down. Flexing the feet. Inhale. and then exhale, crunching up. Good, let's do 3 more. Extend, flex, down, and bring it in, crunching up just 2 centimeters, stretch, flex, down. Good, last one, hug it in. Right, for the last one, keep your head, neck and shoulders lifted nice and high. Stretch the legs up, flex your feet, lower them to 45 degrees, hold it there, keep it lifted, keep the legs extending, flexing the feet, nice deep breath. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, all the way down. Grab hold of your block. You can cross your feet over, place your block over the knees, hug them in. Let's roll from side to side. Deep breaths. Good. Right, placing one foot on the mat, the opposite leg extending straight up to the ceiling. Lift head, neck and shoulders. Using your block, you're going to pull the leg towards you. So lifting it just as high as you can go. Pull this leg in. A little bit higher if you can. Pull, pull, pull. Good, let's flex the foot. Stretch it out, hold it there. And let's swap it around. The opposite leg extending. Using your block, lifting it all the way. Pull it in. Flex your foot. Keep breathing. Nice deep breaths. Hold it there. Good, and let's bring it down. Right, leaving your block next to your side, grab hold under the knees. You can cross the feet over, curling your body into a ball. We're going to roll back slightly, use your tummy muscles, and then curl yourself up into a seated position. Straighten up your spine, extend out your legs. The legs are flat on the mat, feet are together, rolling up the shoulders. Right, let's stretch out to the front, starting from your head. A nice deep breath, inhale, and then exhale, curling up to the front, one vertebrae at a time. Reach for your toes, drop your head, let's flex the feet, hold it there, keep breathing, stretching it out, inhale, and exhale, curling up, stacking your spine. Good, we're going to bend the knees in and then push them out to the sides, placing your feet together. You can pull the feet in a little bit tighter, and then using your elbows, you're going to push your knees all the way down towards the mat. Inner thighs are pulling, stretching it out, hold it there. Good, grab hold of your feet and let's open them up, and then curling your spine, you're going to pull your head all the way down, reaching for your toes, hold it there, stretch it out, and then let's lift. We're going to bring the feet back together, so closing up the feet, grab hold of your ankles, straighten up your spine, and then let's just lean back. Shoulders are stretching, hold it there. Good, let's straighten up again, and we're going to spread the legs apart as wide as they can go, flattening them onto the mat. Good, legs are flat, feet are flexed, and let's walk the hands all the way forward, so curling your spine as far as you can go, reach to the front. Good, your legs are flat, feet are flexing towards you, and we're going to push the elbows down into the mat, dropping your head. Keep breathing, nice deep breaths, hold it there. Good, and then let's walk it back, stacking your spine, go slowly, straighten up, legs out to the front again. Good. Keeping your spine up tall, so don't let go of the core. We're going to stretch one arm across, look to the opposite direction, and other arm. Good, bring it down. We're going to stretch to the front, one more. Start from your head, inhale, and exhale, curling out to the front as far as you can go. Try to reach for your toes, drop your head, flex your feet, keep it there. Inhale and exhale, curling up, stacking your spine, straighten up nice and tall. Let's roll out the shoulders, nice big circles, change direction, spread your legs slightly, and let's roll out the ankles. Nice big circles, change direction, and there we go. Well done. Thank you.